I'm sitting where I'm going to build my garlic raised bed. It's on the back side of the hoop house. It does slope down, so on this side I will be doing the boards 3 high. They're 2x6s. Everything in this project is recycled except for the deck screws. And these ones I wanted to have brand new. They're an outdoor screw and they'll last a long time. But I have my sides cut, my ends cut, and my uprights. Now because this is 3 high on this side, I am gonna put braces on both sides so there's no warping over time. And everything actually, except for the uprights, is treated wood. It was part of the large greenhouse that we had, and now we'll just keep our small one. And after it's made, we're gonna put straw down, soil, and then plant some garlic. So I'm working on the garlic raised bed, and I almost ran into this little guy. Good, he's catching grasshoppers back here. I love garden spiders. So we're framed up, and as you can see, there's some space on the edges where it slopes down, but I have a whole bunch of used sidewalk from a neighbor, and so we're actually going to pile those on both ends to make a kind of a thermal mass to help with heating up in early spring, because on both sides it's like that because of the slope. Well, here's the thermal wall on one end, and our neighbors had dug up a sidewalk and we had taken it just to put different places, fill in things, and so it worked real well. And I think when we fill up the raised bed, it will be perfect. Here's my secret weapon. Sauerkraut. Homemade sauerkraut. I like to lay it down before I put the cardboard in the straw. Just gives some of those microorganisms and different things that are in your soil a little boost. I've used it lots of times and it works really well. Just some boxes from Walmart that I'm going to lay down thickly, because the area where the new raised bed for garlic is has had some weed problem. I mean, I've suppressed it with straw and stuff, but I think this will help work. Thermal mass with the concrete, and I'm gonna lay the sauerkraut and then the cardboard. Then we're gonna add a whole pile of straw. See, it's not thick, it's just a little bit. So the cardboard's laid down on this half, and I'm going to move all of this straw right there on top of the cardboard. So we have the straw all in the bed. I'm going to water that really well before we put the soil on it. I have 10 bags of raised bed garden soil mix that I'm going to add into the raised bed. And at that point you could plant your garlic right then, but I'm actually going to wait till next week when I get a load of really aged horse manure, and that way I can rototill the two together plus add any amendments that I'm going to add. 10 bags of raised garden soil. And now to rake it out. Well, it's all raked in. I'll water it good, and then at the beginning of next week when I get all that compost, I'm going to add that, and so I'll do a quick update. And I will plant them in September. Today's not the time to plant garlic. It's too hot, 97 today. So I'll just do an update when I plant in September. As always, like, subscribe, share with the world. But this was a fun project. It changed a really pretty useless piece of ground into a really nice raised bed. 10-foot long bed is a great sized bed, and it's thin enough that I can reach it on both sides, and It's going to get really great morning sun, and the afternoon it will be cooler. See you next time.